I feel like all, well, it's like where all the cities at, you feel me, and all the states. And how did I upgrade all of the cities? Um, when, cause you did like bus company, we got GRTC, but North Carolina might have a different bus company, and they all are connected in some shape or form. So like I um had GRTC upgrade, and I had the trolley people upgrade, and a lot of other people have upgraded. But when you fix the city, there is um no broken building. Okay, meaning, and Broad Street could be like the toughest street ever, because Broad Street goes a long ways. Okay, so so like they are buying up land, and they are making Family Dollar, and it's really cool. Like one day, I was walking with my wheelchair to Azalea, and I was like, and if you fix this, and then the next thing I know, they're gonna build a Family Dollar right there, and I think that's really cool. Oh my goodness! So like, all of the cities will have something to go on. You know what I'm saying? And then there's things that should have been built like years ago. Years ago, you feel me? And it ain't been built yet. Feel me? So I don't really know how to get that information actually. So when my money comes, what would be the project in which I would like to put some money into? You know what I'm saying? They could be like five fantastic people. They don't have to be a part of my family. You feel me? They could be a part of yours. You feel me? But if you get the right business owners, right? Attention. Do you know how many of these five people that you can get these people to put up stuff? You feel me? Like they remodeled the school, the bad school, they remodeled that. They doing big things. Come on, business owners, where y'all at? Where y'all at? They is rebuilding schools. They are rebuilding hospitals. They are rebuilding stuff. Like when I get my money, I'm thinking about what are things in which I want to purchase, what are things I want to do, what are things in which I need. Like some people don't know that they have to have accidental insurance. It'll be a helpful thing if something happened to you and your family has to bury you. It's something helpful. You feel me? Excuse me. Then, you know, now I'm sending stuff out to West Virginia. Okay? Because then we are one state. You feel me? We one state. But I'm not gonna do it like I did it when I was in New York. I'm not gonna do it like how I was attempting to try to do it in Maryland. And so in Virginia, it's much more easier for me to do it. Okay, so I am gonna uh have the business owners go check out West Virginia. Okay, now I'm not only sending stuff to West Virginia, I am sending stuff all up the East Coast. But then I will be starting to send stuff in the West Coast, and then a couple of people in the middle states. Okay, it's not like you're not important, but I don't have $100 for $1 for each envelope. You feel me? And as I grow with this in particular thing that I'm doing, you will start to see $1 or $2, $3 or $4. You know what I'm saying? Like the part of West Virginia that I went to is like an 8 hour drive, and you is driving all around. It, like eventually you just riding in mountains. Okay, so I don't ever want them to think that I have forgotten about them, and I think that what I'm doing is great. It's a great thing to be doing. Okay, there are some people that will never find the actual church in which they want to go to. Okay, all right, but God sees what every person do and what who every person is to put money in the basket. Okay, every person. Okay, so I decided, yeah, there are Like, I like the Father and the Son Cooper churches, but the Father Cooper preach more on my style. Okay, because then I read in a whole lot of books. He has a library where we can go in the library and look at and read books and stuff, and you can ask to borrow a book, and he will allow you to borrow the book. And but in his library, he has like 2 or 3 books. Just the same book. It's the coolest thing ever. Do you understand? Coolest thing ever. The coolest thing ever. Okay, so I just like Father Cooper Church better. But what I am working on is, so now I know great grandma went to Cedar Street, so I would need the Cedar Street pastor along with several thousand other pastors, and I will be writing Pastor Cooper the father, and I call him dad. So to all pastors out there in the world, the church had a problem with me calling him dad, but he's the only pastor, the only church that I went into had a library. I could get books out the library and read. The only church. He's dad for life. I don't care how your church member feels about it. I want you to understand that you didn't have to birth me, but you are my style. Like I'm telling you, he has the spiritual books on lock, and he has 3 and 4 books. So just say somebody picked up my pocketbook. I had Pastor Cooper books in my pocketbook. Somebody took my pocketbook and took the books. I can't give Pastor Cooper back his books. He has 3, 4 books. The same book. You feel me? So I want all the pastors, the bishops, the preachers, the junior pastors to understand that he is dad. God said it. So if God said it, it don't matter how your daughter feel, it don't matter how your son feel, and your wife probably always wanted that one child to come into the church to pick up a book and read it. Didn't nobody want to get along with me. Nobody wanted me to sing in the choir. But God said, I want you to go into this church. So I went into the church. God said, I want you to stand before the altar. I stood before the altar. God said it and I did it. The first church I ever went into that has a library and I could take books and read them. You my dad forever. Never have I ever went into a church and it has a library. Bye-bye.